Hi, this is Erin Mervis-Hoppe at Compass on the Michelle Maldonado team, and welcome back to another episode of Nashville Word of Mouth, where each month we get to shine the spotlight on the professionals, small business owners, and trusted partners who share our team's vision to deliver excellent service and value to our clients. So this month, I'm super excited to focus on the creative side of the real estate transaction. So, for example, the transaction's behind you, you've closed on your home, you move in, that's when the fun can really begin. But it can also feel pretty overwhelming when you start thinking about how to put a strategy in place to furnish your home or actually create a space that feels very authentic to you and your family. So if that does feel overwhelming, that's when an incredible interior designer can really be a godsend. And I'm so excited. I've got one of the best here with me today, Samantha Cram from Sam Cram Design. Hi. Sam, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
I love that name. I love your name so much. First of all, let's just start off from the very beginning. How did you even get inspired to go into interior design, and tell us about your background?
Well, I feel like it was always meant to be because my dad's mother, she was a big designer in the Annapolis, Maryland, DC area.
Okay.
And I grew up going to her homes, and you know, when it came time for me to go to school, my career kind of took off when I got some great internships. Got to work with like some of the best in the industry, really.
So what sort of anchors your process? What does the client experience look like when somebody reaches out to you?
The best way to reach out to us is on our website. So you'll immediately be prompted to fill out an inquiry form where we get all the information needed just to kind of jumpstart everything. And then from there, we'll do a phone call, get to know you and the family and kind of how that looks with your needs. And then you guys will spend time getting inspiration images, and then we'll take it from there. So we will start the process off with mood boards and concept boards, and then it grows into a more fulfilling design kind of over time. But there's a lot of back and forth that happens before it's just perfect, but
love it.
Having that beginning is really important to make sure we're all on the same page.
From my experience, I feel like interior design is just inherently very creative, very fluid. But if you had to describe your aesthetic overall, in general, in 3 words, like what would that look like? What would that be?
I would say I'm rooted in the South. I've lived here my whole life, but I would say classic, crisp, clean, and comfortable.
Love it.
I would say 99% of my clients are families, and so we make spaces feel very livable and classic, but still very fresh and a little bit more fun than just like the average traditional home.
And really calm and serene. I kind of feel like you just have a really lovely way of just like making a space feel like calming.
Yeah.
Lots of
whites. Well, I love white walls, and so that's like always kind of like the blueprint to most of my spaces is we start with the white walls. Unless a design is taken in a totally different direction, but we typically start there. I love a crisp white sofa. I love, camel velvet chairs and punches of color, maybe in fabrics and pillows or window treatments and things like that. Something that's interchangeable. So like throwing some color on pillows that maybe if you get sick of them in a year, we can change them out easily. You're not as committed to a bright blue sofa that you're gonna have to live with for 10 years, right?
Totally.
I just like keeping your core foundation elements just really classic that are long lasting that you can change up every once in a while.
Yep. We have to touch on the really big news for you that I'm so excited to share with everybody. So you have decided to open a storefront in Franklin. I absolutely love the store. The shop is beautiful. The Sofa Shoppe, right? Which is absolutely adorable. Tell us about this. Tell us about this journey. What made you want to do that, and what can someone expect walking into that space and working with you in that space?
Yeah. So my mom and I started this business together. So we're partners in that. We just decided to open up the storefront as a place for people to come in and customize their sofa or their chairs or their beds and really whatever their needs were for upholstery. We just created a space where people can come in and see it in person and touch and feel, and we offer different comfort levels of the seats and the backs and fabrics, and it's just a place people can really come in and make it their own, and there's nothing like it in Nashville. So we're the first of really this kind to be able to come in and customize this completely to the inch of your space and your needs. We don't reupholster, but we do custom new pieces that are completely your own. So they really are all one of a kind. Of course, we have our own collections that we have as a baseline for people. But we have clients come in and say, hey, we want this arm a little bit wider, or we want the back a little taller. We want a long bench seat and not single cushion. So we're able to make those customizations, and there's nothing like that here. So we are excited to be the first, and our timeline is insane. machine. So we produce in 4 to 6 weeks, and we're made in the U.S., which we love to support that. And you know, once they get here, it gets to your home in a couple days.
Okay, Sam, so while we have you, you need to impart your wisdom, please.
Yes, of course.
Tell us your top 3 design tips that everyone should know.
So I am a big believer in custom cut rugs. And I think that when all of your furniture is on the rug, so your back legs of your sofas, we don't want them hanging off the edge of the rug, we want them on the rug completely. I would tell most people who contact me from out of state, I say go to your local carpet store and find a great carpet. And carpets come a long way. I'm sure you've seen.
Yes.
Even a great sisal rug. But you can go and basically draw 4 inches outside of all of your furniture and have it cut exactly to your room size. It will instantly elevate your space and it'll look more custom.
Definitely.
Second tip, I would say to get original art when you can. So original art does not mean expensive.
That's the best. Yeah.
So we travel a lot. We always like to bring home treasures from street vendors and things like that. But I love just a custom frame. You can go to Hobby Lobby if you're on a budget. Locally, I love Bellmead Framers, and now there's a Frame Bridge downtown. So there's lots of great places you can get like a great custom frame for some original art. So original art goes a long way. The third tip I think everyone knows is you want to size up in your inserts for your pillows. So we want to go up 1 or 2 sizes.
So they're nice and big and
we want them to
voluminous,
be fluffy and full, and so sometimes I go up 2 sizes in the insert.
Okay.
And I always do a 22-inch pillow on a sofa, and I always have the same size on my sofa.
So you don't change sizes.
Nope.
You like the Okay. Oh, that's great. That's a great tip.
I don't like different sizes. Then it kind of complicates if you're switching things up. I'm like, let's just keep them all 22 and be able to mix them up, mix them around if you ever need them.
Okay, Sam. So to wrap it up, every interview we always end the same way. So what is your Nashville word of mouth? Who should we all know about?
So a good friend of mine, we go actually way back. I've known him for probably 15 years. His name's Bo Moore.
Okay.
He is the owner of Southern High Farms.
Okay.
So he is your go-between, your concierge for anything landscape. So that is any landscape architecture, or if you're looking to spruce up your yard for the spring, or if you want them to be delivered to you, like he will take care of all the things.
Okay.
And his pricing is by far better than anywhere else that I've found local. And I've worked with a lot of clients who are building homes that are pricing these out. It is not cheap. So call Bo and he'll get you dialed in, and he'll handle delivery and maybe give you referrals for other services. Yeah.
Okay, I love it. I'm definitely calling Bo. All right, and then finally, and so importantly, how can people find you? What is the best way for them to reach you?
You can find me 2 ways. One is on social media with Sam Cram Design and the Sofa Shop. And then our website is samcramdesign.com and sofashop.com.
This has been so fun.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, I'm so excited for all of your new endeavors. It's going to be great. I love it. And I'm so excited we were able to spotlight you or shine the spotlight on you and share your services with our clients. So thank you so much, Sam. Okay, so that's a wrap for this month. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.